Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. This is a Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States. And we are working on the final global takeovers that need to happen for the Northern Hemisphere. China. India's kind of not in the north. They're both in the north and the south. I think the equatorial line is like right there. And then the remnants of NATO are kind of our biggest opponents to our control. So let's work on that for now. Looks like our supply problems are easing up a bit. Yeah, some of these rail lines are getting built. This would be another line I would like to build, but it goes right through the Republic of Siberia, Central Siberia. And this is just a weakness. A very, very glaring weakness. Looks like all these ports are wrapping up. I don't imagine these are the correct size rail lines. No, they're size 2. So they do connect up here into a bigger one. These are still undersized. Yep. So there, that gives us at least one entry point or connection. And we'll go ahead and get these bumped up as well. And we should be able to put a rail line across. I don't know why we haven't done that. Just fully relying on naval supplies. And this is probably the worst rail line of them all. Yeah, we've got a central hub of supplies there at least. At a minimum. And this entire border region is pretty much at risk. Kursk here. It's all kind of like isolated. I didn't mean to put one there, so let's get rid of that. As it's auto saving instead of letting me click on supply things. Yeah, we want far more hubs than what we have along this border. Like There's a couple gaps here too, where it's just like, that's risky to not have it. Fully covered with supply. Okay, let's get all this made. Was that all those damaged? Yeah, that was a lot of the damaged facilities popping as they finished up. We're up to $1 trillion a week in the income. I'm gonna go ahead and annex something. Maybe. Yeah. I start working on Tajikistan or Kyrgyzstan. Let's see. Where's Kyrgyzstan? Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. Oh, Kyrgyzstan's right there in the middle. So this is actually connected. Tajikistan would be nice, but I don't have any direct connection. So that's a problem. It's very hard to work with. All right, let's see here. Go with Egypt. Gonna go ahead and target their influence. Yep, so we bump them. We're gonna turn them into a puppet. And that's how we're gonna spend our influence or our political power right now. And so now we effectively force them into the alliance and control the Suez Canal. While also we need to start building. I think I'm going to get Albania as the next integration. So let's see, what can we build here? Still have airfields, strategic oil or fuel reserves. They got missile launch, SHORAD. They have forts everywhere already. Naval bases. I guess we could build naval bases there. That's fine. Don't think those are counting though for our... Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead with energy. We'll go bump these up. They do have the flag, so maybe they are counting. Get this airfield. And we'll get those as well. Yep. So that way we can make Fortress Serbia even more insane. Yeah, because I think if you look at a map of our forts, we have fortified Serbia. Iran here does have some forts as well. The Crimea region is getting very much prepared for that. US, we really haven't messed with anything. We haven't had to. We definitely need to work on these mountainous regions here and also Manchuria. We're going to have to develop Manchuria very significantly, very rapidly. Gorno Bakishan or whatever, however you say that. I don't know where that really is. We're below $1 trillion again. Yeah, German. No, you're not getting F-35s, guys. F-35s are still in use. Sadly, we're still making them for our primary multi-role fighter. And somehow we have almost 1,000 of the Lightning II F-35A version. And the worst thing I think about this is the fact that we are still short almost 2,000 attack choppers to this day. Yeah, because these are gunships. I wonder what our attack, like our helicopter divisions. Oh, no, they're gonna be high-end ones here. Still not at full combat strength. Let's look at our attack chopper. They have guardians. They don't even have the Invictus. They don't even have modern ones. Wild times. And we're getting political power pretty quickly. Good amount of civilian factories. We could have more though. Yeah, and then all of this Russian, that's all Manchuria stuff. We do need up. Yeah, somehow Romania is just gonna chill, huh? And Moldova here, we do need to puppet them so that we can build through their territory. They're completely neutral. Same with the Republic of Galicia. Even though we do have a claim over them. So we would get a core state here. Yeah, we can't declare against Germany because of them being Western aligned. Yeah, we may end up seeing if we can integrate Germany just outright. But yeah, I don't China's not generating any world tension, which is wild. Europe being the aggressor is a very different playthrough for me. Alright, and I can stop influence in Egypt. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That should boost our control here. Yep, so who's gonna cycle through? Okay. Yeah, Albania's almost done. Switzerland's continuing to drop, so same with whatever Russian. Let's look and see what Russia this is. I can't even see it. It'd be like a green. Oh, is that this island? Oh yeah, that we did puppet them as Russia. Okay. Yeah, we're just getting crazy influence over the Vatican, providing bailouts. China is forced to mass units along their border because we are. A lot of units in the Stan region here that are just trapped there. Yeah, because we control. The only place they could get through would be Afghanistan and Pakistan here. So yeah, I can't unless I can declare war against Afghanistan. I can't do anything. And Cuba is still a target, so we're gonna go for influence in Cuba. You see the Chinese trying to do influence there. The Cossacks Don state. They are allowing a naval base for China. Right in our back line. I'm not gonna allow that. That's insane. There's no chance I'm allowing that. Like what? Yeah, so that's not gonna fly. Yeah, we have to solidify this region. There's no chance I'm allowing them to have naval bases in any of these other states. Yeah, they have naval bases here. What about Georgia? Not in Georgia, so Georgia's chill. Like, China has positioned themselves as the aggressor against our allies, so Guess we're gonna have to see how that all plays out. And we've got Marines with almost full equipment. That's crazy. I just think it's even probably more insane that we're short heavy lift craft and B2s still. We're doing what, 3,000 tanks a year almost, a little bit more than that. We almost have all of our tanks upgraded in a year and a half. We're really pushing for that 100 a day. All right, self-propelled artillery. So SPGs. You know, I actually don't know if we can use some of that. Let's go ahead and get this boost hardness. Don't care about speed so much. Defense breakthrough bonus. Yeah, definitely want that. And the hardness. Alright, so your main armament would be assault cannons, light tanks, bushmasters, heavy machine guns. Looks like bushmasters. Like, if I take that barrel extension, it's obviously not gonna let me now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna remove everything from that. Let's see, super heavy tank turret. 5 breakthrough, or defense and some breakthrough. Versus no turret. Do a lot of defense, lower breakthrough. Almost just want to go welded. Or oscillating, which gives us more soft and hard attack at the expense of armor. Yeah, we'll go revolver. Then we get our ammo. And we're going for a heart attack. We want everything that gives as much heart attack bonus as possible. That lowers breakthrough. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, so if I get another laser guided munition, That's so much lag while I'm doing this too. So doesn't give a terribly big bonus. I'm just gonna leave. Let's look at heat ammo for tier 2. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that much of a bonus. So let's back out for a second. And check the drones. It's a 7% bonus to heart attack. That's not a lot. All right, we'll sit on how we have that. I think we had the suspension, right? Yeah, we have heavy pneumatic. We want stealth armor and chameleon. Gas turbine engine. Self-propelled guns. We want heavy caliber. Battle stations, I think, are the thing for the breakthrough bonus. So you can get heavy mortar barrel, which absolutely crushes your damage. Put more ammo on, but I think howitzer features. Yeah, so this is burst fire lowers heart attack. Multiple impact gives a lot of breakthrough. We definitely need to look at spaced armor versus... Yeah, so that's a lot more defense. The reliability is going to be my concern. Okay. So this is the Thor. We're going to call it our self-propelled gun 2A1. All right. And then we'll do a model change here if there's a better model. I think that is more of an artillery look than that is for sure, but it's wheeled. That looks like a tank. That could be artillery, I guess. We'll go with that one. Yeah, so we'll call that. We'll call that it. And we're gonna go ahead and annex Albania. As we've got more special operations forces done, which I'm going to group up. These are going to be independent. I'm not going to throw them into that division yet. Because we need somebody protecting right here in the mountains. And we have unassigned divisions. So a couple units here from Albania. Where's European Command? Move them here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and throw those into this. Wipe that off. And we're going to try and cover the full gap. Let's see how far we get. Looks like we made it. So then we'll need forces for here, for here, for here, for here and here. And then something all along Kiev and all that. And then here too, around this Leningrad area. See what else is in NATO. Yeah, they just have a very good coverage of our entire map. Which makes that rather annoying. Okay. Oh my god, that's also NATO? Oh yeah, I forgot about those. We also need to encircle that. Even worse. It's worse than I thought. That's insane. Literal insanity over there. Looks like Switzerland will join our ranks soon enough. Yeah, because if I can get Switzerland in, I can cut out some of this army, I think. And just leave this to the Marines. Which, yeah, that's going to be the problem, is just how many forces do I have available? Well, all right, let's see here. Training wise, I think Marine regiments I'm okay. I don't want more. CENTCOM, we just need to keep those there. Special operations forces probably want. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need at least 20 more regular battalions. We're gonna decommission all of these. "2017 U.S. Armored Cavalry Reg." Actually not terribly designed. This is viable. 42 width. I could make it a 60 width though. to anchor it better. Yeah, so what do our actual tank divisions with that come out to be? They're about 40. If I add tanks, we're gonna upgrade. Up, 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 up. Let's not do that. 2037. Yeah, we'll call this Armored Cavalry Regiment. We're gonna basically increase the width by 30%. So our combat width is gonna increase. So that'll give us an anchor for each of those tank divisions to work off of. Yep, so they're just missing IFVs. It looks like we are meeting the demand for helicopters now. Yeah, we're very close. And we have enough tanks. We're just upgrading what we have still. So we are... We're doing okay. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. Missing equipment. Still want maritime patrol aircraft for something, for some design somewhere we acquired. Not gonna be able to figure that one out until I get rid of all the old ships. Period. Get rid of all this Albania stuff. We are at 20% non-aligned. We have a 4.6% unemployment, which is wildly close to full employment. I mean, it is full employment, but to the point where we have a drought of workers. Which, what is our population? We have a core population of 2 billion and a non-core population of 182 million already. So that's pretty unique. There are now 2 billion Americans across the northern hemisphere. So United States of Northern Earth, of North Earth, is what we're working with. All right, and then I'm okay slowly working with Egypt. I think honestly Kazakhstan is gonna be the focus. Yeah, we'll build forts later. But let's go ahead and bump that up. Looks like they already claimed a lot, so yeah, that works. We'll start working on that. Getting Kazakhstan integrated. Gonna be a struggle. Yeah, and we do have 18 million manpower. So we are doing okay from that front. The fact that we're down to only 18,000 IFEs as a shortage is insane to me. We were up to like 46,000 at one point. Carrier multi-role. Yeah, so like we are rolling out some good equipment. Okay. So what company? I think Bell is our attack helicopters. Let's transport. Oh, it is both. It's just both helicopters. Yeah, so both of them just get bonuses. So it doesn't matter what company you use. That's cool. So these are mutually exclusive. This is a strength increase for the attack, so we'll go with that. And then we can make the resources for the transports cost less. Production efficiency. Yeah, we really don't need that many tasks for helicopters, so definitely production efficiency. And then reliability. Yeah, they don't. We already maxed the research. That is not a raid. That is a trade agreement. I don't know what it's forcing me to click on. Okay. So Cuba. Let's see if they'll let us invest finally. Looks that way. Can actually invest in Cuba now. Put billions of dollars into Cuba. Oh, and I'm at time anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode of the United States of America playthrough. Y'all have a good one.